And we're live.
And I can't believe I don't have my little pillow.
Oh,
Now I'm way short. That's all right. I can handle it.
Well, welcome back, Soul
Yeah.
Tribe. Happy Spiritual Saturday.
Yeah.
Happy you're here.
Yes.
Today's going to be very enlightening.
It is?
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about some different emotional and emotional traumas that lead to different health issues. And we have some examples. Sometimes they're even from past lives. But before we get to
Most
that,
of the time, they're from past lives.
cell memory.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, Vera, you have some super chat questions that came in from one of our
I was going to
Soul
just kind
Tribers.
of wait for a few seconds.
Yeah, for everyone to get here.
For everybody to get here. Oh my gosh.
Yes. But yeah, so
first thing I want to say is happy birthday, Tara.
Aww.
I love you. I love you. I love you. She's my niece.
Love
She's
you,
my
Tara.
heart. Yeah. And she's only 21.
Yes. All right.
Oh, okay. So you want to do this now?
While we're waiting for our friends here, do you want to share a little bit about that movie that we watched that was really cool?
Oh, you guys, Hypnotic.
It was good.
I didn't think it was going to be any good because it got such horrible reviews, but it is really good.
Yeah.
I don't know why people don't like Ben Affleck.
I know.
I know he has a resting bitch face, which so do I, but he's acting so much better now, his acting abilities. And I don't know, this one was just really interesting.
I thought so.
I mean, a lot of parts of it was wrong about how somebody can make you do things that you don't normally would do, which is totally wrong.
Right.
But yeah. What'd you think about it?
Yes, I was, because I mean, Vera, you've had what, 30 plus years of hypnosis research experience, going out traveling all around the country.
We don't have any.
I know. I don't know why it's not showing up.
Oh,
it's very strange. So I'm checking on my phone. But yeah, so I was wondering, because of all your experience, what you felt about the movie. And of course, like you just said, Vera, there was parts of it that obviously somebody just can't walk by you and control your mind that way. That's portrayed in the show, but it was.
But it still shows your power. I mean, it shows the power of good at the end. Exactly. So it's really, I loved it.
Exactly. Okay, here we go. Just checking on our chat today, Vera. And it looks like
everybody's gone.
I know. It's very strange. But see, we're here.
Oh, I wonder why it's not
showing up.
I don't know if anybody's
weird. Okay, well, we do have our friends. Roxanne, Aloha, Purple Blaze. Oh, he's been watching since he was a kid.
Who?
That's what Purple Blaze says. I've been watching Ben.
I thought he was watching us since he was a kid, and I was going, oh.
Yeah.
He must be very young.
And happy Saturday to you too, Chanel. J.W. Wakefield. Oh, you're having a great hair day, Vera.
I am?
Yes.
Who said that?
J.W.
Thank you, because it's just one of these can't do anything with it day.
So we're reading our chat from our phones right now. For some reason, we're having a little technical difficulties that we can't see you in front of us like we usually do, but that's okay. Yes, Spiritual Disco, love to you. All right, Nana Rosebud from England. Ooh, a rainy day over there. Who else do we have joining us? Marshila, hello to you too. All right, and Erica. Hey,
Erica.
She's so cute. Hey.
How come we don't have it on there?
I don't know what happened. It's
okay, well, I guess we don't get to see who's on.
Yeah, just here. All right.
No.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, we'll have to work on that.
Okay.
studio issue. But anyway, okay, so Vera, would you like for me to go ahead and start reading the first super chat question that we had come in?
Sure.
Okay. Now this question came in from Sandy, and it's a little lengthy, and it starts off with, I believe, a dream. So I'm just going to go ahead and read, and then
Thank you, Zeri.
Roxanne was just saying, "Is your chat off?" For some reason. Well,
I
we
don't
have
know
it here.
why
Yeah, I
it
don't
is.
know what
You don't have to
happened.
keep holding it. You could just put it down.
Okay, I want you to be able to read it though.
Oh,
There we go.
I don't need to see us.
It's on there.
Oh,
Like, I
just
don't know how
hooked
to
on?
not do that. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and read the question. June 13th and 14th, I had a dream that a secret admirer was wearing a blue suit. He was messaging me at work because he needed help. I call him and help him with using an older system at work. I remember having a stuffy nose as if I had a cold. I remember seeing he had closed 5 files on his computer. It felt as if he'd transferred to another department and he really needed my help. I then remember seeing him walk by. I think we spoke, but can't remember what was said. We were being very friendly. Okay, next, June 14th. I'm walking in the work parking lot. I see a girl with a bob.
But it said dream ends. So I think this is real. The next day she's actually at work.
Oh,
I don't think it's a dream because it said dream ends.
well, I'm up here still.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's okay.
Sorry. Oh, darn.
Yeah. That's okay.
Okay.
So I'm walking in the work parking lot and I see a girl and she has like a bob cut and his short brownish hair.
I'm
And
sorry.
it gets in, and she gets into her car with him. She's wearing jeans and a shirt, kind of outdated, as if she's from the 1990s. She leans in for a kiss, and I can see this from the outside. He very lightly touches her lips, like he wasn't trying to get close to her physically or emotionally, and didn't want anyone close to him. He was smiling. I didn't get good vibes from her. I remember I'm wearing a black dress. My hair has a fresh blowout, and I remember being surprised seeing this. And then the dream ends.
Finally. No, I'm just kidding. I was already way ahead. Okay. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're perfect. Okay. So do you want me to keep reading the rest of her question?
Well, the beginning parts of it is like the secret admirer and then in a blue suit. So blue is significant to the dream. And blue is what? Calm. It's peaceful. So that person to you, the secret admirer, is I want to say a cool cat. I don't know why I want to say that, but that's kind of dated.
Cool cucumber.
There you
as
go.
They say.
So, and then there was something about 5. What was 5? Oh, 5 files he had to close.
That's right.
Yeah, and 5 is significant, the number 5, because it's about freedom and change. So your dream is reminding you that there is freedom, learning about what it is. Why am I looking at her over there? I don't know. But it signifies that you're wanting freedom from this type of relationship that this past life is bringing up. And it's a new life. So there's change to it, but you were helping him close it up, to close up what you guys didn't do in that past life, because the past life is a lot like what's going on in her life now.
Really?
Yeah, and a lot of the people in her office was in that past life as well. So that's why there's all this energy and stuff. But the thing to remember is you're in a new life, and all of this energy and this feelings, that's what past life cell memory does. It makes you remember so that you can learn it from the experience you had back then, so you don't do the same mistakes now. So that said, then we go into stuffy nose. Why would she remember that she had a stuffy nose in the dream?
Something's caused it.
Something doesn't smell right.
Mm.
So there's that too that you're having to figure out. And that's partly still the past life because they
Wow.
had an office romance thing, like what's kind of the energy of it is now.
Right.
Because there's a secret admirer. This guy's always looking at her.
Uh-huh.
And when she looks at him, he looks down. So
Right.
it's, but you had a significant life with these people. And it had to do with the drama of office stuff,
Mhm. Wow.
So let's see what else. He really needed her help, which you helped him in a past life get through things. You helped him get promotions, that kind of thing, because you were such a good employee. But in that past life, you guys had a romance.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a romance, but he also had another life that you aren't aware of or weren't aware of back then. So that's another stickler that's, if you guys meet in this life, you might have that same thing like, oh, I don't trust him because he's lied to me before past life, even though you don't understand why. I don't even know if this is making sense, but yeah, it's a past life energy that you're trying to work out with all this stuff. And that's why you keep dreaming about office, people in the office, that kind of thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Should I keep going with your question?
Yeah.
Okay, interject whenever you would like.
Mhm.
All right, so there's more to her first question here now. The next day I'm at work. Okay, so no more dreams. This is her actual day at work. And I'm actually dressed how I was in my dream.
Mhm.
I had the black dress on and the short black cardigan. I go in the open concept room / cafeteria to get a coffee, and I see a girl with dirty blonde, messy hair and a messy bun there, and she's staring at me as soon as I walk in. She keeps looking at my body and what I'm wearing. I didn't get a good vibe from her, but recognize the energy from one of my previous dreams.
Mhm.
She does not look good or professional for work. I walk out to head back to where I was sitting, and I actually see the guy. I hadn't seen him around for months. I noticed someone looking over at me. When I looked over, he quickly looked away, but he made it so obvious that he was staring. I don't know if he wanted me to notice him. He seemed to be really nervous or embarrassed, and then I felt awkward. Vera, you had mentioned to her, she says, that he was talking to a woman about me. It felt like it was that girl that was checking me out and looking at me kind of funny. Why would he talk about me to this female, and what has he been saying about me? I'm worried something is being circulated around the office. If this girl tried to get him to not like me, did she succeed? On another note, I'm not understanding why I'm always thinking and dreaming about this guy. We don't have an actual connection. We haven't even talked. It gets frustrating and overwhelming at times to be thinking about someone. It's like I hear
You're right, Eric.
It's like I hear he's been gossiping or not saying nice things about me and believing these jealous people. It would give me a chance to stop thinking about him.
Okay. Well,
he likes you. He likes you.
Everybody's saying he likes you. He likes you. Yeah. This guy likes you. He's just talking to this woman because she's the one that's saying, things about how great he looks and how happy he looks. And then he asks her questions. He just doesn't ask her questions. Sorry. He just says stuff like, isn't she pretty? About you. It's not gossipy. He's not saying, oh, so-and-so likes me or whatever. He's just interested in you. And this other woman is trying to get him to be interested in her. So she'll say things like, oh, really? You think she's pretty, huh?
That doesn't work.
Yeah. So it's not like, I guess, gossipy on her end, but not on his end. He's just talking about her like he would talk about to anybody. Just say, hey, Chrissy, don't you think she's pretty?
Right,
kind of thing. So if there's no malintent on his end, there's just a little bit of jealousy on her end. But you've got to remember this is a new life. You're dreaming all these things, like I said, because you're trying to figure out what you want out of love in this lifetime. You dreamt about your ex. Am I in the wrong? Oh, that's a second dream. Never mind. So you're just, it's almost like you don't want to make a mistake. And remember, there are no mistakes. There's lessons. And oh my God, my darling, are there lessons? You're going to have lessons until you die. But they all don't have to be horrible. You know, if you really keep yourself healthy and happy and do things for yourself to make, you feel better and not have to depend on another person to do that, then you're going to be way far ahead than you were in that past life. So that's the reason why you keep dreaming about it. The minute you realize, okay, this is a new life, I would go up to the guy, the secret admirer, and just say, hey, hi, I'm Sandy.
Mm-hmm.
I just seen you around the office. I just wanted to introduce myself. And then walk away. And then it's the ball's in his court.
Right. Just like opening up that door.
Yeah. Instead of just like staring at each other from afar,
Mm-hmm.
So, and maybe he doesn't want to do that because it's a work environment is totally different than when you were in a past life in the early 1900s, So there's a whole different way that you have to act nowadays. So, and not get in trouble, with HR and all that stuff. So, what else did I put? Don't act different. Just be yourself. Don't think that everybody's talking about you. And if they are, who cares?
Yeah, really.
Just be you and just keep doing what you do in your workplace because you're highly intelligent and you know how to get the job done. So you're going to rub a lot of people the wrong way, your peers. But, just keep doing what you do. And if somebody gives you a weird look, just smile and keep moving. Yeah. And this lady's going to do what she does. I mean, there's people that are jealous and you can't help that.
Right.
Just be kind and accepting of everyone like you are, and if they don't want to participate, they're lost.
I like that.
Yeah.
Just shine your light.
There you go.
I like that.
Okay, part 2 dream.
Dream
2.
We have lots of friends. Jump in with both feet. Go for it.
Yeah.
With eyes wide open.
Yeah.
And open for love.
The second dream's going to talk about all that stuff.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and read it. And hi to Venus and Indigo too, because they were saying hi to us. Okay, second dream. Here we go. I'm in a hotel room with one of my exes, and he's preparing drinks and getting comfortable. I head over to the bathroom, and I feel annoyed that I have to do something with him. I'm not happy about this date.
Mm-hmm.
In the dream, all of a sudden, my coworkers are there. We're preparing to head out for a special lunch meeting. It's a lunch with a law firm. I notice that Tina and John are separated. They will not be attending with the rest of us. And I'm wondering, why are these two separated? It's as if I want to stay away from them. Why is John with her? I notice my expensive moisturizer and serum are missing. I look everywhere. I know I brought it with me because I used both several hours prior. I know or have a feeling that Tina stole it. I don't know why or how. I just know she stole it. John is watching me, and he's watching me look for these items. And Tina has a suitcase. Okay, she has a suitcase.
Because she has baggage.
Yeah. In the room. I suspect my products are there. I really want to look through the suitcase to see if they're there. Next day at work, John is passive aggressive with me, making snide comments and hiding them behind humor. He has complaints about how things are done at work. He seems to instigate or stir the pot and slightly crosses boundaries, which could be on me for not maintaining stronger boundaries. He seems to feel it's okay to take out his frustration on the junior staff. Was my dream telling me Tina and John are similar and I should keep my distance from both? They both seem bitter about something. I always tried to give them the benefit of the doubt, but no more.
Yeah. I'm confused about John. I don't know if that's your secret admirer or it's just somebody from the office that's talking, because it wasn't clear to me. So if in fact John is the secret admirer, then no, they are not the same. But you're still going back to the way they were in a past life. And even then, he wasn't, how do I say it? He was being, I don't want to say that. He was being how some people were back then in terms of the power. If I have the power, then I can put people down. That's not what I'm getting about the secret admirer. So I don't know who this John, if he's just a co-worker or what, but John in the past life, that's a secret admirer, did not act like that. But he did play with people in the office, with the women. So he would tell her, I love you. He would tell that other girl that likes him.
Oh my gosh.
We might have a chance. Even though Sandy was his favorite, he still played around in the office because he could, and if they didn't, they, some of the women was like, well, I should do this because I don't want to lose my job, kind of stuff. Even though he didn't say, if you don't do this with me, you're going to lose your job. It was kind of implied.
Right.
So in this lifetime, he's trying to make up for the way he was back then in terms of being a player, that kind of thing. So Tina is Tina. She's still doing the same kind of stuff in this lifetime, but trying to figure out how to do it better. That she has the same thing, and the same thing about talking bad about you in that past life. Did the same thing, trying to sabotage other people, not just you, other people. So that's my point about all of this. Should you stay away from them? Not necessarily, but before you have a dream, go to sleep again, ask that you see how everything worked out and go in and change some of the dynamics of how this woman's talking about you. Make it to where she's talking nice about you instead of bad.
Right.
So you can release that dream and let it go. Past life, past life, past life. Basically, it is what it is. And in that past life, you ended up marrying him. And it was happy.
Oh, wow.
Because in that time frame, women kind of looked the other way.
Right.
But he loved you impeccably, implicitly, however you say it. Again, past life, but that connection, that feeling is like, God, I know this person, kind of thing.
Right.
That's probably why he stares at you, and then looks down when you look at him, because it's like trying to figure out.
Right.
Yeah. So
we have a few comments here.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. And by the way, if you
they're not the same people.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you have any past life questions or dreams or any questions about this life that you'd like to ask Vera, you can use a super chat, or if you want a whole reading, Vera does book readings on our website, and letter questions and so forth. So you can check it out on our website too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's really...
So there you go. But just be in this life, have your dreams work out your past life, and then just make your relationship what you want it to be whenever you're with someone now. You still are going to have that cell memory. It's still going to be there. Even though you released it, you still have the lesson that you learned. So that's the experience. So you don't lose that, but you are able to let it go. And then just enjoy this life.
Exactly.
Because it's going to be different.
Exactly. Yeah. I like that.
Different and maybe the same kind of energy, but you've grown because you've lived that life and now you're living another one.
Exactly.
So just enjoy.
And that's what's such great advice. If we can release the baggage
Mhm.
that sometimes we carry, whether it's our childhood in this
Mhm.
life
Mhm.
or past life, so that we can just move forward from here
Yeah.
with a lighter load.
Yeah. Because now in this life, the secret admirer detests players,
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And so, and maybe doesn't know where it's coming from, but it's coming from a good part of his soul,
Right,
that he learned
right.
that part.
See, that's fascinating.
Mhm. It's fascinating to me that Sandy is around the same people in the office.
Exactly.
It's not just the secret admirer, and it's not just the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of them were in that past life.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. And that may be why everybody looks at each other like, what are you doing?
Like,
yeah.
I know there's something more going on.
Yeah.
There is. It's
Yeah.
a soul's journey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, Vera. Let's see what Roxanne's saying here. Can hold you back? Yes.
Yes.
A lot of things.
Mhm.
Speaking of childhood trauma, we're nothing
about that.
We're gonna mosey on over to some emotional and sometimes past life origins.
Well, do any of you that are watching have any kind of situation in this life that you have this connection with someone and you just can't place it, but you've known them before?
That would be interesting.
Or
to
you
hear.
keep getting drawn to them before, or
Mhm.
and the other person may have no clue because they're not into what you're into now,
Right.
past lives and all that spirituality and
Yet.
yeah.
Sometimes when we meet, that's what sparks it.
Yeah, definitely. And sometimes people are like, well, if I had a past life with him and I was in love, then we have to be together in this life. Not necessarily.
How many times have you had that experience with your clients?
Yes.
Thinking that, okay, we're going to be together then.
Yeah.
But not always.
No.
Purple Blaze says yes.
Yeah.
That's one check.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, but
Sandy seems like a lovely, lovely person, lovely energy. Mm-hmm. So just be you.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we get scared when we're trying to, it's like it's right
Nana,
there.
Write a book. Probably a film would be better because nobody likes to read nowadays.
Medical.
I shouldn't say that. But generally, it seems like.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Interesting. See?
Yeah. Roxanne.
Oh, wow.
Spirit, you almost got killed is right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Protect you.
Yeah. But you didn't.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the thing. See, we learn.
Mm-hmm.
We come back and then we learn.
And then you're much stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I'm waiting. Don't wait till you're
71.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
All right. See. Yeah, no doubt. You should.
Yeah.
That makes the most amazing story is our real life story.
Yeah.
Our soul's
and
journey.
That's what's so complex about past lives, and the energy and the memories and childhood memories, even like Roxanne said. And usually current life trauma memories are much more powerful than the past lives because you're living it now,
Right, exactly. And that's where, oh, wow, yeah. Angel saved her life.
Of course. How did that happen, Nana?
Yeah, we'd love to hear.
You guys should all write books.
I know it.
Or blog or something, because your experience can help someone else.
Yeah. There's all kinds of social media now that you could get your story out there.
Yeah.
And it can really help people. You would not even realize the ripple effect you can have in somebody's life to help them with what you've been through.
Oh, no, she was attacked.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that amazing how angels can really help you with that kind of situation?
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Everything in our life, God created an angel for. It's amazing.
Yes.
So, yeah.
We're glad you're still here, Nana.
Yeah, for sure. Angels around Nana. Around us all, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we were going to address a few a few physical manifestations of emotional trauma. And one of them we talked about not too long ago in a short, actually, and that's anxiety and panic attacks. And ultimately, that's fear. It comes from not trusting the flow of and the process of life. So, I mean, so many of us know the feeling of panic attacks or anxiety and that kind of thing. And really, one of the things that you can do to help yourself with that is to slow down, take deep breaths, and realize. I know sometimes it's hard to do in the moment, but to realize.
But you actually know in the moment that it's coming because you can feel it.
Mhm.
Is what I've been told. I haven't had a panic attack that I can remember, or because it's nothing like what I see on TV when they're having a panic attack where they can't breathe and they can't move, they're paralyzed and stuff. I don't. But talk about anxiety. Oh yeah, we've all
Yeah.
experienced some form,
Right.
in our own way.
Exactly.
But it seems like nowadays that's really first and foremost, everybody's having that issue.
Yes.
I'm not everybody, but a certain age group.
Isn't that the truth?
Doesn't it seem that way?
Very much so. And that's it. I mean, if the emotional cause is not trusting the flow and the process of life, then one of the things that we can remember.
Look how much shorter I am than you. Go ahead.
Here we go. Well, anyways, is to remember that everything, what's happening in our life, whatever is bringing that on, it's all just temporary. It's not going to last forever. It will pass.
It always does.
Exactly. And so that is a part of that helps us to trust the flow, because it's not like this thing is going to keep us forever. It's going to pass.
So the people that say that they've had panic attacks, so is that true that you can feel it coming on? Is that a true statement? Because that's the impression I get, that it builds. But I've not had one, so I don't know.
It was interesting. I think for me, when I was working at the restaurant after all these years, because I'm much older now than I was when I was in my 20s. And in recent years, I had
by about 5 years.
Yeah. We'll go with that. And when I needed a job so badly, there was no jobs. I was like kind of freaking out, and I went back into waitressing. And I had never experienced something like what happened, but it was this, what you just described. It's like you can feel it coming on. It was like shutting down.
And I think Eric says yes. Yeah.
Yes.
And Erica too. Yeah.
And it was like everything on the outside was slowing down and shutting down. It was like I was getting farther and farther away within myself.
That I felt.
Yes.
I felt like the world was far away.
Yeah. And it's like, even just thinking about me makes me want to just like pass out.
Yeah.
It's a very bizarre feeling.
Yeah.
And it was like anxiety or panic, I guess, over lunch rush just coming in and not being able to function on this POS system, because it's based on codes. And if you don't know what's in drinks and things like that, you can't find it quickly enough, and people are just piling in on their tables, then you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then nobody's there to help you. And it's like, that is that kind of stress. And that's where it was. And so, but I remember what really helped me was like, just keep going, just keep going. And that's that basic overall kind of knowing that we have, that it's going to pass. We don't stop.
Well, we have an innate
going
little switch that we want to survive.
That's it.
Yes. We have this innate thing within our human essence that we have to keep living.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's exactly what it feels like, that default system kicking on is like, just keep going. And then we get through it. Just like anything that might be bringing on that type of feeling for us, it's only temporary. Yeah. So,
but like in my era, I don't know about yours, when growing up, it's like we didn't have time to have a panic attack.
No.
Our parents would be like, get over it.
Yeah.
Get over here.
Exactly.
Do this. So it was like okay, I'm not having a, I'm not
Yes.
upset kind of thing.
It's true.
Just shake it off.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
One of the things that also helps with that type of situation or feeling that you might have is practicing like mindful meditation, they call it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, one of the things that you can do, because the more you do it, the more it's going to come to mind, just like with philosophy, just like knowing something, the more you think about it, or the more you reflect on it, then the more it's going to help you in the moment. So, practicing like mindful meditation is something you can do throughout your day. And when you start to feel stress, your angel, your guardian angel, this is what this image represents, is your guardian angel who's always watching you, can instantly take you to your happy place. And for many of us, that's nature. For some of us, it's our grandma's house. For some of us, it could be a tropical waterfall. Whatever is a church, whatever it is that you love can be your safe space. And that can really help you in those stressful moments because it calms us down. And so, yeah, your guardian angel, think about it so that in the moment, that's what you think of, and they can instantly transport you there. You can be in two places at once. We bilocate.
Yeah. And also well, I'm just going to say it.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. I've had this horrible lesson that I had to go through.
Yeah.
Right now. And I don't know if I can do it.
Well, we can talk about it next Saturday.
But I just wanted people to understand that when you're in the throes of that anxiety or whatever it is, it's hard to meditate.
Exactly.
So that's why the breathing is just so much better, because you can do that instantly. And because sometimes you're in this fog that you can't think.
Right.
Nothing penetrates.
Yes.
So you just have to get through that breathing part, and then maybe in a couple of days you'll be able to meditate. But don't push it so hard, because you have to feel what's going on so you can learn what your lesson is. Why are you feeling like this?
Yeah.
Why does this make you anxious? And then meditate on that when you're able to. But when you're going through it, it's really challenging to do anything else but breathe. And that's for me, in my experience.
And that's perfect, because that's one of the things that they tell us to do for anxiety too.
Yeah.
Is you take a deep breath and you hold and you count to the count of 5. You hold it for, the count of 5. And then exhale, and that helps to slow us down, because heart rate, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
So, and then I absolutely love what you said about going through and experiencing the grief, because we started to feel that too, and we don't want to bury it with alcohol and drugs.
No, because you got to understand.
Right. Or other unhealthy lifestyle choices, because then we're not going to get to our lesson if we just keep doing that. I can relate. If we don't deal with relationship issues, we just move away. Well, guess what I'm going to go find?
Exactly.
Yay, another. Not yay, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay, I got to say it because I have to say it. Okay. Because I'm going to say it without crying.
Okay.
I have to.
Okay.
Okay. Last week, my husband of 52 years left me. So we always have something that we have to hurdle, is my point. And things that you don't ever think is going to happen, because, everything is going great. But then you have to buck up and you have to get a hold of yourself and then just push through it. You have to. I mean, the anxiety and all that, that's real, but you can make it real to help yourself not have to, once you get through the grief, because you have to go through it to understand why, So you guys are my strength. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I did it with almost not crying.
You did great.
Next week will be better.
You did great.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely perfectly put, because we go through something for a reason, and we want to cherish those jewels as hard as it was to go through the fire to get them.
Right.
You earned it.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. We
Yeah.
love you. All right. Well, with that, we're going to end today's show.
Oh, let's end it on something happy.
Well, jewels of wisdom.
Yeah.
Sorry. Gems
That's
of
that big
pearl-
rock you have.
Boom. Pearls of wisdom is a positive to end
Mm.
our show on today. So, yeah. Yeah. And we love you so much, Soul Tribe. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining us, and we will see you next Saturday.
Oh man.
You did